Hello and welcome back to another episode of Kelli Coupons. This is the part of my YouTube channel where I talk about budgeting. So let's get into it. I did another $50 grocery challenge to see if I could buy an entire week's worth of groceries for only $50. After I show you how I did, I'm going to show you how you can start doing this on your own from your phone. The topic of discussion today will be how to read the weekly ad and figure out the sales. So stick around to the end of the episode for that. But first, let's talk about how my $50 challenge went this week. It didn't go as planned, but that's okay because we still got some really good deals and I'm okay with that. So I recorded this yesterday and this is a new microphone, so I'm still getting used to it. It was not turned on for this portion of what I was talking about. Let me run you through my favorite deals this week real quick. Potato Pops were buy one, get one free in the Kroger app. And they were also on Ibotta. So I bought two and I only paid for one because it was buy one, get one free. And then I submitted my receipt to Ibotta and I got my money back for the one that I paid for. So they were both completely free. The Follow Your Heart cheese, which is a vegan cheese. This Follow Your Heart cheese is actually one of my favorite vegan cheeses because it actually tastes like cheese. I don't know how they do it and it melts. So I bought them because we like them. They were on sale for $3.99 at Kroger and they were part of the buy 5 save $1 each. So I actually paid $2.99 each for them. And then Ibotta had a $3 back rebate. So they were both completely free and a 2-cent moneymaker. Woohoo, I am rolling in the dough here. We had that silk oat milk deal one more time. It was on sale at Kroger for $4.99. It was part of the buy 5 save $1. So it was $3.99. Submitted my receipt to Ibotta and got $3 back, making it only 99 cents. There was still a $2 coupon for this milk in the Kroger app that I had already used. But if I had used it this week instead of last week, then I would have paid $1.99 for it at Kroger and then gotten $3 back on Ibotta, making it a moneymaker. So that's cool, right? My husband and my kids wanted to come. And so, yes, that kind of messed with my plans a little bit. I told them, I said, listen, we are only going to get what I have on my list. If we go off the list, we're going to go over budget. So please just keep your hands to yourself. Don't look around. We're just sticking to what we're getting. So we spent $84.75 out of pocket, which means that's what we paid at the cash register. I got $25.18 back from Ibotta, and then I also got $1 back from Fetch, making my grand total $58.57, which is actually only $8.57 over my $50 budget. However, I was only expecting this trip to be $40, so you know what? We still almost hit budget and we had a bunch of add-ins. What add-ins did we get, you say? Let me tell you. I was only gonna get one sausage roll, but we got two because my husband was there and was like, we need 2 sausage rolls. I need a hot and spicy one. Let's get that one. So we ended up getting 2. That was $2.99. My daughter was there and wanted some Go-Gurt, and that was $1.99. My husband thought we didn't have rice, even though I told him I think we do have rice. So that was $1.89. He wanted to make overnight oats. So we bought oats for $3.99. And then we also bought peanut butter for that, even though I told him we had peanut butter at home. He said we did not. So we got peanut butter for $1.99. Got yogurt because he said he was going to make smoothies and it was $3.99. And then I also asked him to run back and get some taco seasoning because I had forgotten it, and I was just thinking like a 50-cent packet because I didn't want to spend a lot of money on taco seasoning. No, he came back with the whole like huge container, the biggest one you could buy, $7.99. I have to give him credit though because he said that was the best deal, and I get it. But when we're trying to stick to a $50 budget, that's just not. $7.99 is almost 1/5 of the whole budget, but that's okay. So if it had just been me shopping and I didn't have all the extra add-ins from my family, I would have paid $59.92 out of pocket at the cash register. I still would have gotten $24.68 from Ibotta and still would have gotten my $1 back from Fetch. So my entire total for the whole grocery trip would have been $34.24 for the whole week. $34.24. It was a good plan, and you know, you gotta just go with the flow sometimes. going to talk about the weekly ad and how to read it, because I think that sometimes people get a little bit confused by the terminology. We are going to start with Kroger because that's where I shop for groceries. Here's where you find the weekly ad in the app. Open up the app and it looks like this, and you want to see the bottom part and it says weekly ad. So click there and it's going to pull up the weekly ad. Now the weekly ad shows you all the sales that the store does. It doesn't necessarily have coupons on it, but it does show you what the sale price of the item is. Now you take the sale price of the item and you add coupons to them to lower it even more. You need to be careful with these sales because sometimes they like to trick you, because it'll say 2 for $5 and that's it. And so you think, oh, I have to buy 2 and it's going to be $5. But no, unless it actually says must buy 2 to get the $5 price, 1 is $2.50. So you just have to check and see if it actually says you need to buy 2 of them. Then you'll actually have to buy 2 to get the sales price. A lot of stores like to do, when you buy a certain amount, you save a certain amount. So at Kroger, a lot of the times they do save $1 when you buy 5, and it's mix and match. So it's not just you have to buy 5 of these specific cereals. It's you have to buy 1 of these granolas and 1 of these yogurts and 1 of these throughout the whole store. And you don't just have to buy 5, you can buy as many as you want, but you need to buy at least 5, otherwise the sales price won't come off on that. The other advice I have to you is when you're at the store, shop the clearance, because guess what? Coupons do apply to clearance unless it specifically says on the coupon that it cannot be used on a clearance item. So make sure you check the clearance aisles. And if you're curious about the rebate apps, I'm going to be posting some how-to videos here shortly. I will get around to it, I promise. Go ahead and hit subscribe, and I will see you next week.